So what they were saying is basically the rapport that I built with prisoners is because I'm gang affiliated and so on and so forth. Do you understand what I'm saying? When that wasn't even the case.
Was it so? It's basically
Did you only work in men's prison?
I worked in women's prison for one day and some girl dashed a tampon on me. I've said, no, I'm not doing this. Send me to the...
So what you're trying to say is the reason that they loved you was the reason that they ended up hating you.
Pardon?
That you didn't want to work.
The reason that they ended up hating you was the same reason they loved you, because originally you said that they liked you because you had a rapport.
Exactly. But then that got used against me, because remember the rapport that remember I've come across serious inmates. So when it came to them bugging out, they'll call me to come and de-escalate the situation. Do you understand what I'm saying? And it's embarrassing governors, it's embarrassing directors, because they're thinking, right, this guy's just like an officer. How is it that he's got more...
You sure it's not
thing than the SO?
No, because you can...
The SO in that.
Yeah, and they didn't like that.
I think it is.
They didn't like that. They didn't like that at all.
Do you not think they was using your muscles?
100%. But again, you have to apply wisdom, because again, when it came, should I say, to the nitty gritty of the job, again, where I was able to stand up for myself, and they didn't like that. They're like yes men. I'll say, no, go do it yourself.
I know, but with all due respect, and I understand, it's between a rock and a hard place, because sometimes we complain about the social injustices of what's going on, like within the police, within the prison service. But then as soon as people from our community start joining, then we give them, certain names and stereotypes and so forth.
Uncle Tom.
Trying. But one thing that I will say though, and we have to be very careful as well, the story with the lions and the donkey. So once the lions pounced on a donkey and they were going to eat him, but one lion said that, no, don't. So they adopted this donkey. So the donkey started to think that he was a lion. So when he went amongst his own kind, the other donkeys from his own kind saw him as a lion. But the lions themselves only saw him as a donkey. So this is what they do to us. Sometimes they use and abuse.
I fully hear it. I understand it.
So sometimes we have to be sensible and we have to be rational as well, that when we go into bed with these people, what do you expect when you end up with something? Because their intentions are different from yours. You need to understand, when you look at the history of this country as well, it was based on war. These people were war hungry. They were warmongers.
Do you not sometimes...
We have things like, you talk about vandalism, the Vandals. You have the Goths. These people's whole life is being based on warfare. That's one thing I give to them. So you need to understand. So when you come with the generosity, the kindness, the heart, they're not seeing that. They're seeing easy pickings. And, there's a fall guy.
But I just want to ask that question again. Did you believe in it?
What's that?
Did you believe in the social purpose in your job when you were going to work every day?
Yeah, because when I look at my reputation, when I'm outside or whatever, the love reciprocated. Remember, in hindsight, I'm an officer. Do you understand what I'm saying? Screws have a bad name. Me working in that system for 10 years, I generated a good, people didn't, they weren't narrow-minded. They said there's actually good.
So today, retrospectively...
That Mr. Darian Pentonville, why for that though?
So today, retrospectively, do you believe in what you did? Do you think it was a good thing that you did?
100%, because again, it's my reputation. But you could go on podcasts, you could go on YouTube channels that I've gone on. They'll say, the top criminals, they'll big me up.
Can I just ask can I ask you a question?
Top criminals.
Sorry.
Trust me, stop thinking. You can say madness.
Whenever I ask you a question on what motivates
the top criminals, these guys mad. There's top
go to work, yeah.
But there's top criminals.
I've heard you talk about your reputation so much, yeah. But I've not actually heard you explore. Like, for example, I go to work every day to try and help substance misusers from relapsing or overdosing. That's my drive to keep them safe, Yeah. So, what was your drive when you went to work as a prison officer? Was your a prison officer that if you saw somebody that you saw that had potential to change, would you give them the right direction, 100%, guidance?
100%.
That's what I mean.
Or was it just about getting paid?
No.
Have you ever twisted up anyone?
Yeah, but you would have to do something stupid for me to do that. Do you understand what I'm saying? For me to exhort such thought.
The bell goes off and you just got there.
No. But obviously, remember, I've worked in positions, or I've worked on wings which are very vulnerable. So, for example, when I worked on the detox wing, who are people that are frowned upon, these are people that are on methadone, these are people that are on Subutex. I'll go out of my way personally to make sure when they come in clucking, I'm going around with my trolley. No other officers doing this. I'm going around with my trolley, giving them hot chocolate jam.
Sure, do
you understand what I'm saying? Just making sure that they don't tick over.
So you have empathy then. So
a lot of empathy.
Okay.
Right now, even
empathy for Mandem on weed.
Pardon?
Do you have the same empathy for Mandem on weed?
On weed, but you're not having the same withdrawal symptoms.
He just left
but
them
even,
to smoke. He said that.
Even when you look at my current job,
no, because some people.
No, but they weren't giving parcels. He weren't bringing parcels.
I'm not asking about parcels. I'm asking about your help. Because
but how can he help them?
You can help
without giving them weed.
No, that's not help.
He's helped them by not G'ing them up when he smoked the weed coming out
there. That's not help, is it? That's just not.
Go on.
But even when you look at my current role, I'm a service manager. So I'm a service manager where I get housing for young homeless people aged from 17 to 21. So that's me giving back to the community. Because remember, we're like the last step. We're the last, the mums neglected them, or maybe their mums have passed, or the dads have passed. We're like the last step when it comes to hope. Do you understand what I'm saying? Again, my reputation precedes itself. Like, I've done so much, and I've only been in the job for, coming up to 2 years? And the turnaround, the lives that I've changed. So, like I said, even coming out from that system, I'm still giving back. I'm still producing results. Do you understand what I'm saying? So to answer your question, it is from an empathy, because I wouldn't be in that job. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, trust me.
What other what other prisons have you been to? Like?
Loudon Grange, Wood Hill.
Yeah, done Wood Hill.
Yeah, Wood Hill. Doncaster. I'll say the worst one.
Donny.
The worst one that I've been to, I'll say it was Loudon. It was Loudon.
Where's that?
Loudon Grange in Nottingham.
Why was it the worst?
There was a wing that went on it. I think it was L wing. All of them were lifers. You know, and when you're an officer, right now, especially when I was the officer, I would never ever shoot the bolt. Whoever knows what that means. See when you put the bolt on the latch. When I went into this wing, I shot the bolt because you're coming amongst individuals that have nothing to lose, and they've got their sentences on their cell door. You see what I'm saying?
99 years.
Yeah, it's insane. And it's crazy because even when I was on that wing, I remember I was on the exercise.
What year?
This was in 2017.
Okay.
I went Wood Hill 2017 and Loudon. I don't know. There was a lot of Birmingham guys there. Yeah. But imagine, obviously...
Sunny might have been there 17.
Sunny Tower?
No.
Might be Sunny Tower. But
from Leytonstone, I'm going mad. Should be.
But yeah, obviously working on that wing alone, you have to really humble. I remember they crossed one of the officers from Thameside to work with me, and one of the guys missed movement. Whoever knows what mass movement is, and the officer's gone to him and said, "I'll give you an IEP," and the guy's turned to him and said, "Listen, I'm doing 30 years."